Please click on the subscribe button so you get notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for my 5 flaming hot NFL Week 5 picks. So last week, your boy went 5-0 with his predictions. We were right about the Saints +3 over the Falcons. They were able to cover. We were right about the Bengals on the money line against the Panthers. We were right about the Jaguars being able to cover +6 over the Texans. We were right about the Niners -10 over the Patriots. And we were even right about the Chargers being able to cover the 7.5 points against the Chiefs. Great week. Your boy is on the money, 5-0 last week. Let's see if we can continue our hot streak into this week of the NFL season. So the first game that I am picking, and I had to switch because personally I was taking the Jaguars -3 over the Colts, but I found out Anthony Richardson isn't playing, and I still believe in Joe Flacco, so I'm staying away from that game. That game for me, if Richardson was starting, I would give the Jaguars the benefit of the doubt. But because Flacco was starting, there's a bunch of uncertainty for me in that game. So I am staying away from that game. And I am actually going with the Washington Commanders -3 over the Cleveland Browns. The Browns have been lackluster this year, having a lot of offensive line woes this season. And because of that, I think the Washington Commanders, as the season is getting better, as the season goes on, their defense is getting better under Dan Quinn. And also Jaden Daniels is getting better as the season goes on. He's the most accurate quarterback in the league this season. And even though the Cleveland Browns have an elite defense who are doing their jobs, I also believe that the defense for the Washington Commanders at home is going to be able to do their jobs as well and hold Deshaun Watson to under 16 points. This season, he hasn't been able to score 20 points at all. And I think the Washington Commanders, even though they have allowed a team to score 20 plus on them, 30 plus on them at times, I think they're going to be in a much better position at the end of the day at home with Jaden Daniels to take advantage of the Cleveland Browns and their offensive line. Basically, I think it's going to be an easy win for the Washington Commanders, to be completely honest with you. The second game that I am picking is the Cardinals +7 to cover over my Niners. I'm still taking my 49ers on the money line. I just think because the Cardinals were just blown out last week, I think this game, especially because it is a divisional rivalry game, 7 points, 7.5 points is too much. And as much as I love my Niners, we just blew out the Patriots. I don't think we're going to be able to blow out the Cardinals in back-to-back weeks. If we do, that is great. For me, I'm taking the Niners on the money line. I'm taking the Cardinals +7. I think the Cardinals are going to be able to cover against the Niners. They're going to keep it a close game, especially with our defensive woes that we're currently dealing with, especially because I don't think George Kittle is playing this week. I genuinely believe the Cardinals are going to be able to keep it a 4 to 6 point game, and I think they're going to be able to cover the 7 points against the 49ers, but I still believe the 49ers are going to win this weekend. My third game that I am taking is the Seahawks -7 over the New York Giants. Malik Neighbors isn't playing, and I know they have Wan'Dale Robinson. I just don't think he's going to be able to have that much of an impact in this game because of Malik Neighbors being out. Now all the attention is going to go to him because they really don't have any other weapons. They don't have a run game, let's be honest. And the Seahawks this year under Tom McDonald and Geno Smith is an MVP candidate. He's been playing tremendously in my personal opinion. Yeah, they lost last week, but Geno put up points. The defense, because of their injuries and because of all the defensive woes that they were having, was the reason why they lost that game. This week, I know they're not all their pieces are going to be back, but they're going to be in a much better position to take advantage of the New York Giants, especially a New York Giants team that doesn't have any real offensive weapons at the moment. So take the Seahawks -7 over the Giants. Take the Steelers -2.5 over the Cowboys. Neither Micah Parsons nor DeMarcus Lawrence is playing. They don't have a run game. They're going to be solely relying on CD and Dak, and I'll be honest with you, the Steelers have an elite defense. Justin Fields is getting more comfortable in that offensive system, that offensive scheme, thanks to Arthur Smith. It's going to be, I think the Steelers are going to be able to, I don't want to say blowout, But I think the Steelers are going to be able to dominate and win this game handily against the Cowboys. Justin Fields, I think, is going to continue his progression of getting better, especially because DeMarcus Lawrence and Michael Parsons are going to be there. And I think the whole Russell Wilson situation, it might be better for the Steelers to trade Russ to the Miami Dolphins or somebody that needs a quarterback at this moment. Maybe it's the Las Vegas Raiders, but the Las Vegas Raiders, they're doing a fantastic job over there. But yeah, take the Steelers -2.5, especially because Justin Fields is a mobile quarterback. He's going to be able to, oh Lord. If this game goes how I think it's going to go, the Steelers are going to have a field day with the Cowboys in that defense because they cannot stop the run. I know they're paying all that money to Mike Zimmer, but that defense hasn't showed up when it's needed to. And, the Steelers are one of those biggest stories and biggest shocks of the season. Last but not least, the final game that I'm taking is the Saints +5.5 or 6, depending on where you're gambling, to cover against the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to find a way to win this game, but Isaiah Pacheco's injured, Rashee Rice is injured, Xavier Worthy is a rookie. I think Sky Moore hasn't really been showing up. I know Marquise Brown hasn't been there all year. Like they're literally, Travis Kelce isn't even Travis Kelce right now. Wait until the playoffs. I think Travis will show up then. But right now, Travis isn't playing like Travis is supposed to be playing. So I think the Chiefs are going to be able to find a way to win this game. But I think it's going to be another close victory for the Chiefs. Maybe they win by a touchdown, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a field goal or a 4-point game. Take the Saints +6 or +5.5, wherever you're doing your gambling, to cover against the Chiefs. But if you want to take the Chiefs on the money line, I think that would also be the smart bet, ladies and gentlemen. And there you have it, my 5 flaming hot picks for the 5th week of the NFL season.
Guys, have you heard? Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.